What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video of career mode. Today is the most anticipated day of the entire series because today is the day where all the upgrades are now going to be applied to the car.
Okay, I've got something for you. The new parts have been fitted to the car. The simulation numbers are good, so look forward to your feedback. Check out the details.
So here we are, the moment of truth. Where all the upgrade parts have been put on the car, and now we get to go on track and just see how quick we are versus the rest of this Formula 1 grid. So what we did, we upgraded the engine, upgraded fuel efficiency, we did a downforce upgrade, and finally we invested in some weight reduction, a reduction in the chassis weight in the monocoque there. So yeah, that is all the upgrades going on the car. Combined, I feel like we could maybe gain a second on average per lap. Hopefully, that'd be the goal. You can see there on the left-hand side all the upgrades that have been applied. Now, this is going to be the moment of truth as well, because we get to see if any of our competitors have applied upgrades themselves. Now, I believe only Toro Rosso did some upgrades as well, so they're very, very close behind us in 5th in the overall performance index there. So, very interesting that literally only one other team has upgraded with us, and now we are 4th place. We're the 4th best car now, so we've got to make the most of this for the Bahrain Grand Prix before, you know, all the other teams start to upgrade their cars and really catch us up, or maybe for the top 3 teams, extend their advantage that they already have. So, yeah, let's head into Bahrain for qualifying, get this weekend underway. I went ahead and did all the, you know, the usual Friday practice stuff, and we got about 200 odd resource points, and after I did that, I applied another upgrade to the drag. So I made an improvement to the drag reduction, and that'll be on the car for the next race. So first run is done in qualifying. We sit in P7 at the moment, about a second there or thereabouts away from the pole time of Sebastian Vettel at the moment, starting our final run here in qualifying. We let Nico Rosberg go through there because we decided, you know, he's a faster car, he's in the Mercedes, maybe he can punch a hole in front of us and we can just use that slipstream to give us a bit of an advantage. And as you can see, we're 2-3 tenths up at the moment, so we'll see what kind of advantage this can give us when we head into the 3rd sector, where that's going to give us the biggest kind of advantage. So checkered flag is now out, and yeah, whatever lap we do now, we're going to have to live with. We're 10th place at the moment, a little lower down in the standings than where I'd like to be. Ultimately, I'd like the Manor to be well inside, you know, the top 10, but at the moment, that's Nico Rosberg. He's slowing. He's backed off now at the crucial point. He held us up there, and we've lost all the advantage that we gained in terms of using the slipstream now. So we've got to finish off this lap now without slipstream. We've been held up by Rosberg, so it's not been the best of laps now. We've been edged outside the top 10 now, as Romain Grosjean just snuck into the 10 there. So if we can improve by a couple tenths here, we will get back inside the top 10. But I don't think it's enough. We're not going to be anywhere near pole position today, which is a bit unfortunate. But up to the line, we end up in 10th place, I believe. So, wow, just inside the top 10 there. And once again, very, very close with my teammate. I don't know what it is about this career mode series, but for the life of me, no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, I'm always so close to Pascal Wehrlein in terms of 1 lap pace. He's bested me again. So, yeah, another interesting qualifying session. We're only, you know, a few spots up, like further up from where we'd normally be without all the upgrades on the car. I definitely feel like we underperformed in this session, ever so slightly. So, we'll have to wait and see what we can do in the race. I feel like once we get to a race scenario, we can really show what we're worth in this race. So let's head to the race for the Bahrain Grand Prix, see what we can do. It's going to be live com as well, so should be interesting.
There's something in the Bahrain air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the sand. Our brightest minds have thrust their brightest ideas into the spotlight of the Sakhir circuit this evening as we look ahead once more to a Grand Prix that has thrilled us so consistently in the past.
So here we are for the race then, for the Bahrain Grand Prix. I should put out a little bit of a disclaimer now that this is going to be live com from here on out for the rest of this video. And at the point of recording this, this is a brand new day for me. I did qualifying yesterday. I can't remember too much about what happened, but we're in 9th and 10th at the moment for the 2 Manor cars. Considering all the upgrades that we do have on the car, you probably want to be closer towards the front of the pack. But either way, you can see the race strategy here. It looks like we're doing a 2-stop. We're forced to start on the super soft tyres because we qualified in the top 10 this time. So I kind of see starting on the super softs as a bit of a liability for the race. It kind of hampers you. If we would have qualified outside the top 10, I reckon we would have been starting on the softs and then going to mediums again for the rest of the race like we did in Melbourne for the first race. So here we are, starting our second race of this F1 2016 career mode for Season 2. How are we going to go now with these brand new upgrades on the car? We'll have to wait and see. Practice start. It never really goes too well on the practice start. You always have a bit more grip to take off when you do the proper start. So I better calibrate my wheel, because this is something I need to do, is I need to fully press down the brake in order to... There we go. I literally need to lock up the brakes in order for my wheel to work. For some reason, you have to jump on the brakes and really stamp on the brake pedal in order for it to work properly for the rest of the gaming session. But yeah, it's weird. Don't worry about it. Here we go, lining up for our grid slot for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Round number 2 here for Season 2 of F1 2016 career mode. Let's look behind us and wait for the last cars at the back of the field to find their grid slot, and then we'll get this race underway. Alright, here we go. Let's get this race underway. The Bahrain Grand Prix. 5 red lights, and away we go for this race. Pascal, absolutely beastly start there. He's already into like 8th place and is attacking both the Toro Rossos there. So let's go into turn 1. Let's follow our teammate through. He's attacking the Mercedes, who I'm guessing is Nico Rosberg in this race. Yes, it is. So we fly past him, round the outside, and into position 8. Can we get our teammate into turn 4? Let's give it a little go, shall we? And yes, we managed to jump him as well. So Lewis Hamilton down the order a little bit at the start of this Grand Prix. Mercedes, they've kind of been nowhere ever since the midway point of Season 1. So we'll see what we can do as we go up the inside of Kvyat. The Red Bulls and the Ferraris, they've just stormed this career mode series with their upgrades, and now they're the 2 best cars. Of course, Daniel Ricciardo is leading this championship at the moment. Verstappen is in 2nd. Vettel won the Season 1 championship as well. So Mercedes, they have lost a lot of their, I don't know, dignity in this career mode series. They need some redemption. They need to get up there, because at the moment they're just getting embarrassed by all the other teams. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Very late on the brakes there. I was just trying to go in as late as I could, kind of testing the waters there. But little did I expect, we went up the inside of Fernando Alonso. Come on. Lewis Hamilton. That's P5 now. And that's some great track position to set us up for the rest of this race. That happened a lot in the previous episode as well. I think I did it to Grosjean and a couple other cars. Like, I went in really deep into corners, and wasn't expecting the AI to brake so early at the start of the race. And yeah, we managed to jag a few positions here and there. So it's worked for us once again. We're in the top 5 at the moment. Let's chase down the Ferraris and also the Red Bulls.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
So the strategy that my engineer wants me to employ is to switch to soft compound tyres on this lap. I don't like that. Look at this. Rich revs, and we're stretching away from Lewis Hamilton behind us. That is unbelievable. The new engine upgrades must be working an absolute treat here. Alright, it's pit stop time. Verstappen is in. No, Raikkonen's in, sorry. Hamilton does not follow us in. Slow down for the marks. Yes, we just managed to do that. I think we'll be switching on to a set of prime tyres. Now, it's crucial that Hamilton didn't come in there because... what? Someone's got a problem with their car. Either way, it's good because there's no one really behind us. They're not going to hold us up in the pit lane. So we get a 2.9 second stop, and we rejoin fairly close to Raikkonen once again. So we also get the undercut as well. So another benefit to Hamilton staying out the extra lap. So now we've got to push through the qualifying lap, and hopefully we can jump that Mercedes or stay in front of him once again. Alright, lots of cars are in the pits, including my teammate. This is going to be crucial for our race to see if we rejoin in front of them, which we do. Hulkenberg is leading the Grand Prix? Are you kidding me? Here he comes. Daniel Kvyat, and he's going to fly around the outside. I'm going to squeeze him as much as I can He goes in very deep. He's got better traction, better grip, sorry, being on the soft compound tyres. And we run side by side through here. Here comes one of the Mercedes of Nico Rosberg now. Myself and Kvyat here banging wheels as we fight over 10th place in this race. We managed to get him back, and I think Rosberg might follow him through. He does. That was a bad run. That was a bad run through that corner. I was just leaving him space so I could go around the outside. Rosberg gets a DRS. We have the slipstream though. Arguably the slipstream is the better thing to have, especially on F1 2016. It's side by side through turn 1. Rosberg, it's not going to work out for you, fella. You don't have... Oh yeah, I was going to say, he didn't have the flowing run through there, but he squeezed me out just enough and off the track in order to take that position. So Rosberg, you cheeky devil, you've taken back 8th place. And I'm not going to forget about that one. If I race you again, I'm not going to be so forgiving.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Come on, what is it? I might be open to a strategy change, to be honest. No, I don't want super soft tyres. The mediums at the moment are just not giving me the pace that I need at the moment. I'm just kind of staying kind of stagnant. If anything, probably falling away at this point of the race. So I'm just trying to hold on as much as I can. I'm not going to go into the super soft tyres. They're not the good race tyre. What you want to be on is the soft compound tyres. The perfect mix between grip and longevity in terms of the tyres. So as soon as I can get that soft compound tyre on again, I think we should be okay. And we should be able to make some inroads on the rest of these guys. There's a yellow flag in the 3rd sector in the fast uphill right-hander. Let's have a look, go back through the field and see what happens. Normally this is the only thing you can really do to have a look. You can see this is Hamilton battling with a Haas F1 car. It's probably Gutierrez. These guys came in contact in the previous race in Australia. And is it these guys? It's Hamilton! He's been served back by Gutierrez! It's payback for Melbourne. And Lewis Hamilton, he's facing sideways. He's facing the wrong direction, actually. And I don't know if the game's going to call out a virtual safety car for that. The sensitivity of the yellow flags and all that have been turned up a little bit. So we'll see. But nothing has been called out at the moment, so I think it should be fine. Hamilton doesn't have damage, and he's just going to continue on with a bit of a battered and bruised ego. He's lost a lot of time and positions there.
Right, some information on Hamilton. They're speeding up again, so I expect they fixed whatever the problem was.
Yeah, the problem was he had an angry Mexican problem. Gonna have to run rich revs here to defend from Carlos Sainz. Problem is at the moment.
You'll be on the softs.
Problem is at the moment my tyres are really starting to fade away. 55% on the front left. Bloody hell. 1:33.8 from Ricardo there. That's an absolutely beastly time, especially at this point in the race where I think a lot of cars are still running with older rubber. Their line in the last few laps has really been closing up to me as my tyres are starting to fade away. I think I came into the pits a little bit too early. That's kind of compromised my race here. But we're going to be switching onto the soft compound tyres, as will Pascal. And it's going to be another showdown between the teammates for the rest of this race. One thing I do have up my sleeve, though, is I'll be coming in on this lap. I'll have the undercut. But he's going to have the tyre advantage for the rest of it. Engineer, no, I'm coming in this lap. What are you talking about? What's the strategy? You want me to put on super soft tyres? Butt off. Super soft tyres? Are you mad? They'd only last 7 laps, and then I have to come in again for new tyres. What education did you get, engineer? Because, like, wherever he went, don't go there. Alright, into the pits. Pascal, don't follow me in. We don't want to screw up the chances of the team here. Just made it into the pits without speeding. I tell you what, it's always so satisfying when you can get it in there without losing too much time. So, into the pits. We're putting on those soft compound tyres to the rest of this race. The likes of all the cars around us, apart from my teammate, they're going to be on the mediums to finish off this race. So, I'm really liking our chances here. We have a lot of ground to make up at the same time. Come on. Yes! I knew it would be worth the risk, just going in there a little bit deeper. Didn't quite get him though. We'll put it up into Rich and see what we can do against Carlos Sainz. We need to clear him early because we've got the better tyres. And we need to make the most of it in clean air. Pascal's in the pits. He's responding. He's put on the He's put on those soft compound tyres and I've been running in rich. I have battled Signs a little bit here, so it might be closer than you think for this rejoin of who's going to be the first Manor in the queue for the final stint of this race. We'll stay on board here as Gutierrez makes his stop. Pascal will be leaving the fast lane now and will be rejoining the track. You'll see him off to the right there, and I think we have got him. Signs, mate, chill out. You're on the mediums. Yeah, no thanks. Signs really needs to go away. He's sticking with me on the medium tyres, using the slipstream. That Toro Rosso is a very quick car, don't get me wrong. I think they're only just slower than us now. Either way, they are very, very close to our pace. And ever since their rapid upgrades halfway through Season 1, they've just been so consistent, so quick. They've been a real dark horse in this championship, but at the moment, they're really causing me grief because the longer he stays with me on the medium tyres, he's going to be quite strong at the back end of the race with tyres that won't degrade as much. So hopefully Pascal can get in front of him, they can start to battle, and I can create a bit of a gap. Oh, here comes Pascal. He's got him on the straight. There's no match for a Mercedes-powered car. Oh, crap. Here we go. Teammate battle once again. He's got the fresher tyres by just the one lap. This is going to be a scrap and a half, I think. Once again, what was that? Pascal, what are you doing, fella? Oh, you're lucky you didn't damage my front wing there. Otherwise, there would have been tears. But like I said, I'm not going to let this guy go. We're going to stick with him. Probably actually wait for DRS on this next straight, actually. Then get him back. We're not going to let him finish in front of us in this race. We're in a very close championship fight at the moment, and any points I can gain over him early is definitely going to help me at the back end of this championship. See you later, Pascal. I'll take back P7. Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Here comes Pascal. We just hold on to that. Chuck it up into rich revs. Let's check the tyre wear, by the way. 48% on the front left. I have not been generous to that front left tyre. The lockups have really cost me today. And now I'm going to lose 2 spots on the straight. It's just about 3 wide. I think Pascal has probably cut over the curb there again. Almost 3 wide. And the Toro Rosso gets back my teammate. That is absolutely incredible scenes right there. And out of all that, Pascal actually held on. Oh, not again. Here he comes. 2 laps of fuel remaining. We're getting very close with the fuel, so we need to be very careful with where we use our rich revs. The tyres are going off the cliff as well with the rate that I am abusing them, trying to stay in front of our teammate here. This is a really nice battle between myself and the Toro Rosso. Let's get him back. We've gone in a bit deep, and of course there's another lockup just to add to the tyre wear that we have at the moment. 66% on the front right tyre. I've got to let Pascal go through there. I've got to leave him some space, otherwise bits of carbon fibre would have been lost. Alright, let's punch onto this straight. Very nice. 3rd gear, slow in, fast out. Move to the inside. Look at that train of cars now. I think a Force India has joined onto the queue. Here comes Pascal once again. Let's just go right to the white lines. Give him absolutely no slipstream at all. And he's got me once again. This might be for keeps though. Massive lockup, gone in as deep as I dare. And I'm literally abusing all of the tyres there. Pascal, what was that? What was that? I've got to let him back through. I've got to let him back through. There's yellow flags. A Force India is capitalised. It's 3 wide. I've been squeezed. Oh no.
Traitor!
You are absolutely joking. The teammates have collided here in the Bahrain Grand Prix on the last lap, and we got a 5-second go penalty. That's it then. That's our race done. How did that happen? What we got Kevin Magnussen is out of the race, by the way. There's the fireworks. Ricardo has won the 2nd race. There goes Hamilton. I've got to get on with this. I'm still racing, but effectively my race for the points is over, so what's the point? Just a very unfortunate way to end this race. We were set for, I think we were in 7th place, so that would have been 6 points. But we have really shot ourselves in the foot today, guys, and I massively apologise for that. There's contact once again, and as we run into the final corner. Pascal has a look up the inside. I've gone in deep, and I think that's going to be all she wrote for today's race. P15 and 16th place in what is a very dark day for Manor. So let's debrief that incident there with Pascal Wehrlein. Bear in mind, I haven't seen any replays yet. I'm just kind of giving my synopsis as to what happened. So Pascal went in up the inside into turn 2, and then he squeezed me out a little bit off the track. Bear in mind, I did overtake him off the track, got an illegal overtake warning, so I let him back through. That allowed the Force India to go up the inside, and it was 3 wide heading into turn 4 with a yellow flag, so that kind of made things a little bit iffy as well. Then Pascal and also the Force India kind of went towards the middle of the racetrack where I was. We made contact, and then from there I'm not too sure what happened because it was a bit of a blur and we kind of got stuck together. We got spun out, and that was the end of our race there. Lost a bit of our front wing and lost countless positions there. And yeah, that was our race. I'm so sorry that it ended that way, guys, but I tried to give it my best, tried to really fight for that position. Everything was on the line there, and yeah, we came off worse for wear in that one. Daniel Ricciardo has won the Bahrain Grand Prix, and that's a good way to start his championship. 2 wins from 2 races, and he's going to be the clear leader of this championship so far. So let me know down in the comments, guys, you know, was that my fault? Should I possibly switch back to postcom and really focus on just the driving elements? Because maybe if I was doing postcom, I could have executed that a little bit better, possibly. So let me know your thoughts. There's obviously going to be some negative comments, and I definitely expect that to happen, especially when you crash out with your teammate on the last lap of a Grand Prix when we were on target to score some really solid points. Driver standings, we're in 12th place at the moment, and we've definitely got some work to do if we want to be a championship threat this season. So again, it comes back to maybe doing postcom in order to really focus on the driving, get those better results, and try and mount that claim for the championship, because we are 48 points off the Drivers' Championship, off the lead of the championship, and we're 2 races in. So it's not been a great start, but we can still come back from this, hopefully, if the car development really kicks in. So Constructors, we're in P6 still at the moment, so no change there. We'll skip ahead and we'll see what lies for us in the way of resource points. So we sit on 274 resource points. Definitely nothing we can really do in the way of upgrades just yet. It's going to be like another race or 2 before we can make use of those. So that's been this episode for today, the Bahrain Grand Prix. Once again, I can only apologise for the final lap incident there with my teammate, but I hope you guys can understand me wanting to defend that position. There's definitely been some comments over the course of Season 1 saying I haven't been defending enough, and there you go. I've tried to defend in this one, and yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, that's been this episode for today. If you went on to enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more F1 2016 videos, and until the next race, which I believe will be the Chinese Grand Prix, I'll see you guys next time.